everybody, and welcome back to my videos. So yesterday I did a basic video which was talking about subject and object pronouns. Today I'm actually going to be doing a video related to the video that I did before yesterday, before the previous video. The video had to do with the 4 different languages where English comes from, and the fact that you could have words spelled the same but have different pronunciations. Now, those words actually were not completely spelled the same. The first letter was different. Well, today I'm going to be focusing on words that are spelled exactly the same, but yet the pronunciation is different. Okay, and there's reasons why that happens. Okay, but first, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe so you can see all my videos, and please continue to comment. I have received a lot of positive comments from everyone, which is greatly appreciated, especially since I'm a new YouTuber. I'm new at this stuff. And for the person who asked about the shirt, this shirt here is actually from Turkey. It came from one of my students, so thank you, Ilka, for the shirt. So, let's get into the lesson. So, if a word is a noun, or a verb, or an adjective, or an adverb, they may have different pronunciations. If you remember, in one of my videos, I was talking about those type of words. But I wasn't talking about the pronunciation. So, the pronunciation of nouns and verbs are different. So, I have a lesson here entitled 21 Reasons Why English is Hard to Learn. I like this lesson. I've done this lesson before with my students. They got a headache like this guy is, which is why he has no hair. I guess that must have happened to Wael, because when I met him, he had hair, but now he doesn't. Probably from studying English too much. Haha, that's a joke. Okay, so I'm going to read the sentences, and then after I read the sentences, I'm going to explain why things are the way they are. So, the first sentence, okay, you could try reading it yourself, but I know that people are going to make mistakes. So, the bandage was wound around the wound. So you have 2 words that are W-O-U-N-D. However, one is pronounced differently from the other. Well, the first one, after was, is a verb. Wound is past tense for wind, which means to go like this. And wound actually means if you hurt yourself, you know, like you have a Band-Aid or something, that's a wound. Okay, so notice, the first one is a verb, the second one is a noun. Number 2, the farm was used to produce produce. See, both of them are different. The first one is a verb. It means to make. The second one is a noun. It means vegetables and milk and stuff like that are made by people. Number 3, the dump was so full it had to refuse more refuse. Okay, so the first one is a verb. It means to say no. And the last one is a noun, which means garbage. Next. We must polish the Polish furniture. So the first one, polish, means to shine. It's a verb. Okay. The second one, Polish, is an adjective. Anytime you talk about a language, Chinese, Korean, American, those are always adjectives. Okay. Next one. He could lead if he would get the lead out. Okay. So lead means to be the leader, okay, to make someone follow you. Lead is actually the stuff that is, it's a noun, it's the stuff that's inside a pencil or in some paints. Okay. Next, the soldier decided to desert his dessert in the desert. So, notice that to desert is a verb. It means to leave. Now, pay attention. Dessert means what you have after dinner, like ice cream or cake. And desert is a noun, which means the place where there is no trees. Now, notice that dessert, the second one, is a noun. They're not spelled the same way. One has two S's. It's a noun. But this is because of the middle rule, which I went over in my first video. When the middle changes, the pronunciation changes. So now you understand why I did the middle rule in the beginning. Okay. Next. Since there was no time like the present, which means now, it's a noun, he thought it was time to present, which is a verb, to give the present, which means a gift. So that's a noun. Notice present and present, same thing. The first one and the last one, they're both nouns. Number 8. Bass was painted on the head of the bass drum. So the first one, bass, is a fish, type of fish. The second one is an adjective, meaning it's a type of drum which is big. So that says bass. Come on. Okay. Number 9. When shot at, the dove, which is a type of bird, dove, which is the past tense of dive, into the bushes. So the first one is a noun, and the second one is a verb. So you see how this is going. Verbs and nouns have different pronunciation. It has nothing to do with the middle. It has to do with the form of speech. It's done that way so we do not confuse certain words. Okay. Number 10. I did not object, which is a verb, to the object, which is a noun. So the first one, object, means to say no. the next one, object, means a thing. The insurance was invalid, okay, meaning no good, for the invalid, which was a word that used to be referred to as a handicapped person. They don't use this term anymore. Notice that the first one is an adjective and the last one is actually a noun. So by now you probably are starting to look like this guy because you're getting confused. It doesn't make sense. This is why I'm doing this exercise. Now, I'm not going to finish this exercise because it's going to take too long. So I only finished half of the exercise. Okay, I'm doing this because I want to see how many people come back for the second part, so I know if they like it or not. Remember, I'm just trying to figure out what people need. I've done many lessons, and so far I found that the first lesson people really liked it, and then there was another lesson that people really liked. Those two were getting the most views. And I'm thinking that those lessons were actually something that people really needed. So I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to give you lessons that you need, not just lessons that I want to give. So I'm trying to help you out and help myself out by giving me some practice. With that, I want to say thank you for watching. Please, again, like, subscribe, okay? Share my videos. You could share my videos with anyone in the world. My videos will work with people from any country, okay? And as I said, please continue to comment on my videos. Those comments are really helping me and I really appreciate it. Thank you and have a safe day.